Welcome to the inaugural episode of Cigar Chats with Legends. My first guest today, Mr. Mark Ford, also known as Michael Masterson. Thank you for joining the show. This is Mark Ford, a literal business legend. He's had multiple companies gross over $100 million. He's written several internationally best-selling books. He owns his own resort. I'll show you footage here. He's a 4th degree black belt. He has his own art museum. Here's a conversation between us, just a few clips. If you want to see more, let me know.
Thank you for inviting me.
My first question to you, how does it feel to be rich?
Feels okay. Feels comfortable. When I first started making a certain amount of money, my high school friend Eddie Popkin, who was an attorney, he said to me, you know, when you get to the next level of being rich, people will think you're smarter than you are. And I was like, how could that be? And he goes, just wait. And you know what? That's true. People think I'm smarter than I am, including everybody that's listening to this conversation. But I'm okay with that. There's something it's called psiology. It means that the ability to speak confidently about things that you know very little about. This is something that I have, which is a great gift. I'm sure you'll agree. And so did I answer your question?
Yeah. Well, I think you're average. Okay, question number 2. How many children do you have?
3.
Who's your favorite?
Well, of course, we know parents don't have favorites. I don't focus on them much anymore, more on my grandkids. You know, I feel like my children, as a grandparent, you feel like you realize your children were just temporary, like avatars to give you grandchildren, and then you focus on your grandkids, and I could talk about them forever.
Good answer. That was a bit of a tough question, so I'll give you a little bit of a softball.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the Israel and Hamas conflict? Okay, question number 2. What is it like to own your own resort?
I'm very proud of it. I mean, it's an amazing accomplishment. I spent my life, my career, let's say, mostly selling ideas, advice, information, and I had a chance almost 30 years ago to develop something that was actually material, like an actual 3,000 acre. We didn't know what it was going to be, but it turns out to be a world-class resort. For 7 years in a row, we've been voted one of the 100 best resorts in the world.
Not bad.
So, I'm very, I think it's the materiality of it, and it's so beautiful here. And anytime I come here, I'm very proud of it, very proud.
My next question is, can I have a piece of the resort?
Now, we're going to stop right now because he's so funny.
So, Ready, Fire, Aim is your most successful book, right?
I think so, yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, we're new to the Harry Lockwood AI channel. I was forced to read that book against my will as a 7th grader when I got in trouble in school, and I ended up loving it. So when I met Mark, I said, you were my punishment in 7th grade. But it was one of the best books I've ever read, and if you haven't read it, you should go read it.
Thank you very much. But
Of course.
no, it's true. I love the fact that Harry's father would punish him by making him read books that were about self-improvement, about being whatever. And of course, I'm very flattered that of all the books you were forced to read, and you were in 7th grade, did you say?
Yeah, 7th grade. No hair in my balls.
That's a very difficult grade. I remember that. For me, it lasted until 9th grade when I was going to join the football team.
On my website, it says, I'm betting on this kid, whether it's comedian or like some next successful businessman, and it says Mark Ford.
There you go.
So do I owe you money for that testimonial?
No, look, I'll tell you this. Once you get to a certain level of financial security, let's say, if you've gotten there, it's almost definitely because you've been extremely ambitious, and extremely ambitious, persistent people, the one thing that they can never get enough of is affirmation. And I'm one of those people. So
your hair looks great.
There you go. So that alone just paid for. That's all I need.
All right.
This is why this kid is so amazing. Like,
Yeah, he just
if you asked
digested
me
it.
to come up
Yeah.
with those, I would never be able to do this.
Thank
This is why I believe in you.
You can interview me next.
I will. I'd love to. Yeah.